Welcome to next session on Kafka. Here we are going to see why we need Kafka. For an organization, when they start up, they have an application or set of application within their data store. Those application usually takes care of the business functions, functions required to run the business. When the organization grows, multiple number of applications will be added into the landscape. Some application might have one or more number of databases. Consider these bunch of applications which are taking care of the individual business functions as source systems. That is, they are taking care of individual business related activity and they perform independent to each other. Now, when they work as a independent system, they can perform as usual in the sense that they can work as an individual application and share the data within their boundary itself. Now, when the new systems are added into the landscape, some of them depend on the other systems. That is, let's see, this app X depends upon app 1 or app 2. They may get source data from source applications like app 1. That is, app X might depend on data from app 1. Data can be pushed from these systems to to these target system real time or in batches. And so these systems like Apex are all called as target systems. Now, over a period of time, the interfacing between the source and the target systems will become very complex. That is, data interaction will integration challenges will appear between the source and the target system. Number of integration points will go up when new source and the target systems are getting added. The data format used between the systems, I mean the source and the target system might vary. Some use XML, some use CSV file, some use JSON file, something like that. The protocol that they use also vary. There are some common challenges that the organization might face with respect to the integration of between source and target system. So these are some of the complexities associated when we integrate between source and common system. To overcome all these challenges, Kafka comes into the picture, and let's see how it is done. If you look into here, we have the source system on the left hand side and the target system on the right hand side. The source and the target system will be decoupled using the Kafka. That is, there is no direct communication between the source system and the target system. They are communicating through the Kafka. That is, source system may send the data to here, and the target system receive the data from here. So Kafka sits in between source and the target system. Now, the source system which is responsible for sending the data, we will call them as producer in Kafka. And the target systems which are going to receive the data from the source system, they are called consumers in Kafka terminology. That means source push the data to Kafka and the target system receives the data through Kafka. The data exchanged through Kafka can be a website event or a pricing data or some financial transaction or user interaction. Since Kafka holds these data and the target systems receives whenever they want, it is almost real time. Similarly, source system can push the data to Kafka to hold it whenever the data is produced by them. So with that, Kafka now sits between the source and the target systems to hold the data, which may be a message or a financial information or a log data or an event data or a user interaction data or some telemetry data. This is how the Kafka works at a very high level. So Kafka plays an important role in terms of integrating multiple number of systems together. It overcomes the challenges whatever we narrated in the previous slide, and so it is one of a best way of communicating between various heterogeneous subsystems. So, in this session, you learned why we need Kafka. We will see more on building blocks of Kafka and a detailed architecture and design of Kafka and associated system in the forthcoming slides. Till the time, stay tuned. Thank you.